In just a mo, I'll give you a brief explanation behind each answer, linking the vocabulary or contextual links between the text and the question. I'll be going through the answers quickly, so make sure your coursebook is open in front of you, and please stop and rewind the video as you need to take the time to find the vocabulary and contextual links that I'll be talking about. Ready? Then let's go. For question 1, the answer is B, because B says what we think of as silence is actually the absence of man-made noise. Man-made noise refers to mechanical sound, so in other words, as question 1 suggests, silence is a lack of mechanical sound. For question 2, the answer is A, because A says silence unsettles us. Silence widens our attention and focuses it at the same time. Unsettles refers to the mention of disturbing, which we can find in question 2, and widens and focusing are the two actions which are contradictory. For question 3, the answer is D, because D says, for those who actually widened their awareness and listened carefully, they would have heard a world of unintended sound. This describes a missed opportunity, which is what question 3 is getting at. And unintended refers to accidental and uncontrollable. For question 4, the answer is B, because B says, and in the American West, maybe 12. The context of B tells us that 12 is referring to the amount of places or the number of places where you still might experience or it is possible to experience silence, which then links back to the text in question 4. For question 5, the answer is A, because A says at 2 a.m. a silent house can be an unsettling house. It creaks, it clicks, it shuffles. This descriptive sentence refers to sounds in a familiar place we become aware of during quiet periods, as said in question 5. For question 6, the answer is B, because in B, the composer went into a soundproof chamber. This links back to an attempt to experience true silence, which we can see in question 6. And B continues, instead of hearing nothing, he heard the sounds of his own nervous system and circulating blood. This finding refers back to the unpredicted realization in question 6. For question 7, the answer is A, because A says, 1/3 of the way down, how his sense of tranquility is no more because of the noise produced by modern equipment. Translated from the poetic language used to normal language, and with the help of the context provided, we can understand this to mean that he feels uneasy. This is the change in mood when familiar man-made noise is not there, which links us back to question 7. For question 8, the answer is C. Perception in question 8 means the ability to recognise or interpret. If that's the case, the bit in C, Hempton, an acoustic ecologist, noted that in a dense, moss-covered forest it is possible to be aware of something as delicate as the sound of a falling raindrop, something undetectable in any city. Clearly, this refers to question 8 about hearing one thing in one environment, but not in another. For question 9, the answer is D, because D says, the audience burst into an uproar, infuriated and dismayed, as regards the piece of music being played. I'm pretty sure that's the provoking a strong reaction to something different than what was expected that question 9 is referring to. For question 10, the answer is C, because from the middle to the end of the first paragraph of C, it shows the contrast in effect of types of sound on us. Man-made noise as narrowing us, whilst natural noise causes our thoughts to be expansive, in other words, wider, and that's exactly what question 10 is getting at.